So the other day I got a comment on my Draw My Life video saying, "Hot pants. I really want to know the story behind that." Well, good news! Today I'm going to tell you the top 10 funniest nicknames I've ever received. And as a note, people would genuinely call me these names and I would answer to them. Yep, let's get started. The first nickname I ever received was Happy Trails. I showed up to my first Boy Scout meeting wearing a jumper I'd gotten from Cub Scouts, which was a trail full of smiles. Well, the older Scouts thought that was kind of gay, so Happy Trails became my nickname for the next year of my Boy Scout life, so that was fun. During my first year of summer camp, I forgot my mess kit, which is, you know, your fork, knife, cup, plate. I was a little bit of an irresponsible little boy. Either way, I had to try and get a drink out of this giant jug of bug juice, so I kind of just put my mouth under it. Glug, glug, glug. Innovative. However, the red dye was a bit strong in that bug juice, and my face was completely stained. It looked like I was wearing lipstick. The older Scouts thought that was quite hilarious, and they dubbed me Funny Face. They even had a skit in which I was the ugly one, and everyone would make fun of me. It was a great first year of Boy Scouts. What's so funny about my face? It just stretches a lot. It's not my fault. When I was in the 8th grade, I came to the realization that I could pronounce my name backwards, and thus, Nave Ragnide was born. And I stole that username on every website, thinking, woo, I better get this one before anybody else does. Didn't really catch on, though I did ask some of my friends and family and teachers to call me that. However, my mom did bake me a cake when I was 15 that said Nave Ragnide on it. I'm a cool cat. Nave Ragnide. Now, when I was 15, I got to go to the Boy Scout Jamboree in Virginia. It was awesome. However, our patrol was the Dragons, and we had to come up with a mascot. And I was like, oh my god, Trogdor, the wingling dragon from Homestar Runner. Beefy arm, come on. Everybody thought that was really lame. Instead of calling our patrol Trogdor, they decided to call me Trogdor. So that was my nickname the entire camping trip, which, to be honest, is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm the frigging Burninator. I was okay with that. Trogdor, clean the urinals. I will burninate the urinals. Okay, I didn't say that. You might be noticing a trend here that most of my nicknames came from Boy Scouts. Yeah, a lot of hazing in there. Either way, this one does too. During my 2nd year of summer camp, I, for some reason, decided to wear a ratty pair of penny loafers all around camp. I don't know, found them in my closet. I wore them over the monkey bridge, I wore them on hikes. I was quickly dubbed by the older Scouts Loafer Boy, the latrine cleaning tenderfoot. What a good time. Loafer Boy! Now when you're in school and you have to initial some papers, well, I was doing just that. It was English, 11th grade. I wrote EE at the top of my paper. The kid in front of me turns around and he goes, "Oh, dude, you forgot to simplify." Rookie error. Scribbles it out and writes E squared. And I was like, what? That is so cool. I love math, so I just took that and ran with it. When I would meet people that had double initials as well, I'd be like, yo, C squared, nice shirt. E squared, yeah. Maybe that's why I didn't have any friends. During my freshman year of high school, I still hadn't made friends with puberty yet, so I was only 5'6" and just generally tiny. Now, I was the only freshman male to make the cut into the play My Fair Lady, so some of the seniors, they decided to give me a fitting name since they couldn't even remember mine in the first place. What's your name again? Ernie. It's Ernie. Ernie the Keebler Elf. Ernie. Make me some cookies. Since I was new, they spread that to the rest of the cast, and they didn't know any better. My name was Ernie for the entire play. Hooray. I showed them I'm like 6'4" now! Ever since I can remember, I've been the class clown, so a lot of times I would answer questions with stupid answers just because I thought it was funny. So I was in pre-calculus one day, and I asked a stupid question, and one of the other students in the class, he just goes, "Man, Evan, you're about as useless as a 3-wheeled scooter." Or something like that. Now don't ask me why, because I honestly don't know, but that name Scooter caught on around the school like wildfire. Not just students, but my gym teacher, my pre-calc teacher, my physics teacher. Without even knowing the original story, began calling me Scooter. My physics teacher would just walk up to me sometimes like, "Scooter, where's that thermodynamics paper? You owe it. Come on, it's been like 3 days. Come on, bro. Come on, Scoot. Scoot, Scoot." They would call me Scoot, Scoot. Scoot, Scoot. I don't get it. Why am I Scooter? During my first month working at a pizza restaurant, I was really shy and I didn't even have a name tag, so no one knew my name. So the cooks thought it'd be really funny if they made me a name tag, except instead of saying Evan on it, it would just say Yerp with an exclamation mark. Now my boss didn't even realize for 2 months and I wanted to fit in, so I wore it. I used to have customers try and thank me my name, and they'd be like, "Thank you so much, Yerp?" And I'd just be like, "Yep, my name's Yerp, parents are from Africa." And lastly, the nickname that started this whole video off, number 1, Hot Pants. So, I have to go to a Boy Scout meeting, and I have to wear my uniform. However, I cannot find, for the life of me, my freaking khaki pants. Or khaki trousers, if you're British. So, what do? I look in my drawer, I grab the first pair of pants I can find. Let me describe them for you. Just imagine the brightest red pants you can think of right now. Also, they were the really cool ones that had, like, big pockets. And if you zip open the big pocket, guess what? There are more pockets inside the pocket, okay? Because if you like pockets, you also like pockets in your pockets. And I'm not gonna lie, inside one of the zip-off pockets, inside that pocket, was a pencil pocket. For my pencils. I just really like pockets, man. I filled up every one. I was like, this one has a dime, this one has a nickel. So the Boy Scout meeting starts, all the scouts are in their beige khaki pants, and I rock up with the raddest pants known to man. And everybody's just like, what in God's name are those? And I was just like, yo, check out my pockets, man. Look at all these pockets. I got lots of pencils. The older scouts, they were just like, man, Evan, those are some hot pants. And they'd be like, and for some reason, they just took with it. They ran with it. Even some of the leaders would just be like, hot pants. It's time to clean the urinals. Hot pants. Hot pants. Hot pants. Hot pants. And so I would just be in the meeting looking around and I'd see an older scout just make eye contact with me and be like, hot pants. Hot pants. Hot pants. And to this day, I literally still have scout leaders that refer to me as Hot Pants. I'll forever be Hot Pants. Well, there it is. Those are my top 10 funniest nicknames I've ever been given. And if you didn't notice, most of these nicknames were given to me by people that didn't like me. I took the nicknames and was like, what? Scooter? Is that what's gonna hurt me? Sticks and stones, man. I can be your Hot Pants, baby. And it worked. And people liked me better for it. So that's my advice to you, is to not let names hurt you, but actually make you stronger. Scooter is now a cool name in my high school, okay? Everyone knows me as Scooter. That cool kid. He makes stupid videos on the internet. Anyway, if you've ever had any funny or interesting nicknames, put them in the comment section below, or upload a video and tweet them to me on Twitter, since there's no such thing as video responses anymore, and I'd love to watch them. This is a very fun video to do as your first video, or to just make a video about, so I'll be looking forward to seeing some, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.